What's up everybody, Sparrow with a Gun here from Sleepless Nights with another episode on Space Engineers. Now before we get too started on everything, I know a lot of you have probably noticed that I've been fairly absent over the past week, I think? Something like that. So I had been working on all of my normal stuff that I usually work on, projects, and we're finalizing the last finishing touches of the new spin-off Dog Squad series, which should be, I don't want to set this in stone because about the time I do, something else will happen, but it should be coming out this upcoming Monday, which is awesome. But I was in the middle of working on it like a couple weeks ago, and my computer started doing this thing where it was running really slow, and then it would crash, and then it would restart, and it was just doing a bunch of squirrely stuff. And I've had a hard drive that was telling me it was going to fail for the past like 5 years, but it never made good on its threat until now. So it was starting to do that. So basically I've been over the past week like backing up and doing a bunch of different things. Ended up reinstalling Windows, which then led to me upgrading to Windows 10. So I'm running Windows 10 now. And all that kind of stuff. So it's just been a long process, so that's why my videos just kind of dropped off the face of the earth, because my computer was not operating correctly. Obviously, it is back up and running again. It's running at pretty much full extent. I just haven't installed all of the programs that I lost and stuff yet. Most of them were backed up to an external drive, so I haven't had to reinstall too many, but there were a few that I had to go back and do because it couldn't connect the right paths and things like that. So anyways, we're back up to recording and video making level, so hence where we're doing videos. And also, I would like to point out, during the transition, I got a new, more professional mic than like a headset mic. So I actually have like a mic stand, a pop filter, and that kind of thing. So it should improve some of the sound quality. But if there's things that you've noticed or don't like, or it picks up differently, or things like that, let me know, because I am still tweaking and trying to get the sound settings and stuff right to adjust for the new microphone. So keep that in mind. But it should help a few of the... I know some people were saying things like my S's and stuff can be really sharp, which I know. I've dealt with that in editing and things like that, but because the way I record my videos, my audio gets encoded into the game sounds at the same time, so there's very little I can do to my audio without messing up the game audio usually. So there's only so much I can do in that regard unless I wanted to record them all separately, which is just a pain in the butt. So hopefully the new microphone will help some of that on its own, but I'm still working out some of the kinks and things, so keep that in mind. But first off here, this build that I'm flying around is the, let me see if I got this right, Rover Lander Mk.1, I believe. So the cool part, and the reason I grabbed this one, is offhand it actually looks pretty cool, just the artistic design and things like that. But it's actually like a flyable ship, I guess, within a rover, or over top of a rover, which I thought was really neat. However, I will say, I've flown around this thing. I was doing some practice tests for my mic and sound settings and things, so I figured I'd go ahead and look around. And I've flown all through every nook and cranny I can find on this thing. I cannot find the door. I've found every door that's listed on the thing. None of them are like accessible from the outside. So I'm really not entirely sure how you're supposed to get into this thing, to be honest. I know there's a cockpit on the back, along with a remote block. Right... Where did it go? It's up here, I think. Right there. I had my lights on before. So there's a cockpit here, and there's merge blocks with a hallway there, but there's no place that I can find that lets you get to that doorway. So I may just be far more door challenged than I realize, or the placement of doors is lacking something to be desired, possibly. So I'm going to do things the old-fashioned way, and that's basically just dig a hole. because I'm just, yeah, I got tired of messing with it, so boom, we're in. Okay, now we are a little off-kilter because of the terrain. I did load this in on a planet, so if there are any frame rate issues, things like that, it's more than likely because we're on a planet too. But it was one of those, I don't know how you accurately show off a rover without being like on a planet though. I mean, it just made sense to do it that way. So here's kind of like your engineering type room, I guess. This is the jump drives. We've got some programmable blocks over there. I did see some LCD screens up by the cockpit, but I didn't see anything running on them, though I didn't really look very well. Again, not really sure. Oh, there's the ladders. Okay, here we go. So you come up that way. You end up down here, which has a medical room. There's an air vent that's not working right now. Cryopods. I'm kind of reverse engineering the door, basically, that I'm going to find the door by coming out of the ship, basically. Alright, so here's 2 doors. So this leads to oxygen tanks, I believe those are tanks, batteries, and a large reactor, which is essentially the front grille or engine of the rover, with some programmable locks. Interesting. There's also another large reactor here that I didn't notice before, because it's under the panels there. Okay. So we got all this. Do these do anything? Timer block, exit vents trigger. Door exit, open closed. Door exit 2, open closed. Because I don't have the... okay, so here's the merge blocks. So now we're in the outer shell, basically, of the rover. Lander. More the lander, I guess, because it's not just a shell, it is kind of the remote lander thing you can fly. This looks like oxygen... or no, hydrogen tanks. Sorry, I still am a little rusty with the whole survival mechanics because while I've been building a ship in my Let's Play series, I really haven't been using a ship. Oh, okay. So that doorway leads back around here to the main cockpit. But see, this is my thing. Unless you enter from here, then when you get out, it's not bringing you back into the ship. So I'm still not counting that really as an entryway. Which still makes me wonder how the heck you're supposed to get in here from the outside. Or if you are. Maybe you're just supposed to have already existed inside the ship. Okay, what door does that close? That closes that one. I was wondering if maybe one of these exit doors would open. Nope. Okay. So I'm no expert, and I could be missing a lot. But I'm not exactly seeing any other doors, hatches, or entryways, which basically makes me wonder how in the world you're supposed to get into the ship normally, without poking a hole every time you want to get in the ship. But anyways, that'll be a question left up to more, or rather, less door-challenged minds than mine. Okay, so let's take a look at our controls here. We've got timer block booster, booster 2, wheels up, ooh, wheels down, flight seat or handbrake on, camera, timer block docking, timer block undocking, and then visor and jet thruster. Now, it should be noted, I think these are in a different order, but these are pretty much the ones that are in that lander control cockpit as well. Okay, so I don't know if my wheels are down or not. I don't think they are. Let's do that one. Wheels down. 4. I can't tell. Whoops. Okay, so let's fly up a second. I did have my dampeners off because it was allowing me to actually land on the surface and kind of look at the rover mechanics, but because I'm trying to... ooh, freak out. Because I'm trying to figure out these wheels... Okay, these honestly don't seem to be doing anything. Wheels down, wheels up. Unless they're locked. No, no landing gears in proximity. Block booster. Booster 2, wheels up. Handbrake. Maybe the hand... Let's turn the handbrake off. Does not seem to be affecting the wheel location. Okay, so I'm not really sure, to be honest. Unless you can't have the jets on, maybe? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, let's just kind of ease it down. There we go. I think. I really wish the camera would stop changing on me. I really don't want it to. Okay, so we're turning the jets off. Oh, it's probably... I'm dumb. It's probably because the we're still attached to the lander. So let's do the undocking sequence, which I apparently can't get the camera to move around. I hate the... I really do. Hey, you know what? Okay, so I basically just went into spectator mode real quick, because the camera just really drives me nuts, to be honest. It, like, every time you get the right angle, it jumps back into the cockpit for some stupid reason. So, the wheels look active. I won't lie, I'm marginally confused about how everything works here. Like, I thought the undocking procedure would probably detach the merge blocks and all this other stuff, but it doesn't really appear to be doing so. If I can find the merge blocks. There they are. So they're still attached. So... I'm not really sure what to make of that, because unless that was just the visor and not the undocking... Ah! That's what it was. I need the undocking procedure. Okay. So... now that we have the undocking button, the merge blocks should detach. The wheels are already down. Or I think they're down. Again, not really sure. Oops. Wrong location. Okay, so we'll get our spectator mode out here. So the wheels are moving, but it does not appear to be letting me go anywhere. Wheels down. Okay. Well, this is not really working the way I wanted it to. Okay, everything's detached, so I don't know what's holding me in place now. Other than if I'm just stuck on terrain, which I suppose is possible. Or I haven't been able to get the wheels to work correctly, which is also possible. It's probably the wheels. Unless... nope, handbrake's off. So I don't really know. But anyways, this is kind of one of those where I really grabbed it for the look and appeal, but can't seem to really make it function correctly. And I won't say that's on the builder's fault. That's more than likely my bad. We all know that I'm not really that gifted with being able to take someone else's build and make it work 100% of the way. So, but anyways, we're using up a lot of time on this one, so let's move on to the next one real quick. Alrighty, so this is the AUDS Prometheus, or possibly the AUDS Prometheus. I don't know. We all know how good I am at assuming pronunciation, so take with it what you will. There's not a whole lot in the description describing the ship, only just some of the mods and things used in it. This is cool, though. I love this kind of stuff in builds. I don't know if I've ever really mentioned that so stressfully, but I'm stressing it now. I love gyroscope type things and rotors and things that spin while the ship's moving and stuff. I'm not particularly very good at them, to be honest. I just really like them. I don't know if this is actually a force field that will keep you out or not. Let's find out. It is not. Though I don't know if there is a mode where it could, perhaps, but this is pretty cool, though. This makes me think of something out of Star Wars or Star Trek, where you got a shield and then you can, like, land the ship, hook it up with a connector, dump stuff, blah, 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 but there's no actual, like, hangar door. That's pretty cool. It's like ray shields type of thing. Also, some cool thruster designs back here. I don't know how functional they are in terms of, like, if it would be better to have more thrusters or not. We'll have to test out how the ship moves, but I really like the design of these exteriors overall. This is pretty cool. Hence why I grabbed it. I have to reiterate that for any of you that haven't really stuck with my series for very long. 90% of what I grab off of the workshop, pretty much due to the screenshots. Mostly, I see really cool screenshots and I go, ooh, and then I grab stuff. Like this very well-lit, shielded hangar launchway thing. That's so cool looking. Ooh, and all this. Look at the detail. Typically, large builds lack some detail that the small ship, like Corvette size, make up for, but this one's got some fairly nice detail to it. Also, I like this little fighter thing. That thing is cool. Kind of reminds me of a space-age SR-71 Blackbird type of thing. Looks really cool, actually. Okay, and given these shield barriers, we have had 0 to no problem finding the door. So, score 1 for this ship. Because the first one, I had a terrible time finding the door. Still not 100% convinced there is a door, but we'll leave that alone. I'll stop talking about that. So this has got to be the airlock. Complete with median shield, just in case you open things too quickly or something. That's a cool effect. I actually really like that. I gotta remember, if I make airlocks, to try and make them big enough to have a shield in the middle, because that feels very authentic. Like a ship like this would actually have that. Side note, I'm just noticing this now. This is wicked cool. It's like a bridge within a ship. It's like an internal bridge. That is so cool looking. What is this? Oh, okay. So here's our main... Where are these lights coming from? Is that a glitch? That could be a graphical glitch. Because it seems to be moving with me. Is there anything in here? Some of this stuff, I never really know if I'm supposed to be in it or not. To be honest, I'm always kind of like, is this part of the ship? Or is this like the guts of the ship that I'm not supposed to see? And I never can tell. Though this is pretty cool. Let me turn my lights off so we get the... Ooh, I do love that about DirectX 11. It has such better lighting. Like mood lighting. Ambiance, as it were. This kind of looks like an army of gyroscopes, though, just saying. Like, today we shall crush the Rebel Alliance! Ah! You know, something like that. That's the vibe I get from that. Rebel, gyroscopes, rebel. You're fighting for all gyroscopes everywhere. I don't know why, I just really got a strong revolutionary vibe from that. It was like a little mini revolt army. But yeah, I do love in the DX11 mode, you just can't do some of these like cool lighting effects that you can in this. This just looks really cool. I love the lighting. Though I did hear, I was looking at the roadmap. Ooh, that's interesting. There's a shield on the bottom. Careful where you step. Though in reality, if you had one of these shields, I think it's supposed to stop you. And I don't know. Actually, there's a question for all of the uber nerds out there. If you had something like a ray shield, like from Star Wars, does it just keep the atmosphere out? Or if you touched it, would it actually stop you? I believe it would actually stop you, because like in episode 3, they get stuck in a shield. Though I don't know if that's cross-franchise, or if that's just Star Wars and Star Trek and other things did it differently. I don't really know. So, good question for the comments. This is cool though. I gotta figure out how to do something like this in some of my builds. Like my Star Destroyer build. It would be cool to have a rotating reactor. Y'all know that I did a rotating reactor. I mean, I did that a while ago on the ship that I never really completed, which, didn't think about that. I wonder what would happen if I loaded that up now, given my newer system specs. I wonder if it would work right. Maybe we might be able to actually finish that build eventually. Tell you what, let me know in the comments. Side note, I'm supposed to be showcasing this. This looks awesome. I love these static projectors. The reason for that is the projectors in the game are cool, but they take up a lot of resources. Like on your performance. For anybody that remembers the villa, I think it was, that I showed in one of my other builds, it was like pretty choppy, and then as soon as I turned off the giant projectors that showed like the blueprint of the building and everything, the frame rate got a lot better. So I don't like the in-game projectors only because of performance, but they do look cool. But the static ones are a good compromise. This is pretty cool though. Cryopods, oxygen system, very cool. I like the use of the Colt 16 console packs too. There's like a lot of them, which makes it feel very computery. It feels less like there's just one computer somewhere. It actually feels like there's a ton of them, which is really cool. Okay, let's see if we can find our way into the bridge here. Shouldn't be too hard. There's a gigantic door, but you know, some of us are door challenged. Raise your hand if you're door challenged. That should be a t-shirt. I should have t-shirts made up. It's like, open the door for me, or show me where the door is, I'm door challenged. That would be funny. This is really cool looking, though. It seems like with these Colt consoles, it's almost like the more you have of them, the cooler your bridge looks. Ooh. Lovely blue ambient bridge lighting for the mood. Very nice touch. Though I am looking, you can probably fly the ship from most any of these, but I am looking for like what's considered the main cockpit. There's gotta be one around here somewhere. Maybe this one? No? Oh, I guess it actually has to have a seat, doesn't it? So I found the bridge, I just can't find what's the main driver's seat. Or is there one? Maybe this isn't even the bridge. I don't know. I'm guessing this one. It has a little bit of a different look. Not too sure, to be honest. We're gonna go with it. Ooh, overload. Wow, I just realized how fast this thing is. It's like from 0 and then top speed. That's ridiculous. Though I have noticed, some of you may have picked this up in my last Let's Play / now Let's Build episode. The speed seems to be maxing out at 100 meters per second now. It used to be like 115 or 105 or something like that. And it seems... Oh, this one's not doing it. On my ship, on my Let's Build, when it hit max speed, it wouldn't turn, which was weird. This one's still doing it, though. So I guess they changed the max speed, which is interesting. Well, so yeah, that's the Prometheus, so we'll wrap this one up, and let's move on to the last one. Okay, and last but certainly not least, we have the AUDS, or AUDS, WHITEROCK. Wait a minute. Which one is it? Dagnabbit. WHITEROCK. Yes, I got it right. Haha. Take that. Now I will admit this, I did not realize the last two here were made by the same person. I just, like I said, luck of the draw with screenshots. Just some really cool looking ships, so I grabbed them. Didn't make the connection until after I started making the links for the description. I was like, hold up. These are both made by Galaxy Made. That's kind of cool. Usually I try and kind of spread it out and do different things. Like, kind of give different builders their moment, if you will. So I tend not to try and do a lot of the same people in the same episodes, at least. There's a lot of people that I have the same builders frequently on my episodes, but, you know, this one was just kind of a happy coincidence. Though, I do think there's an extra one over here, unless this is a different build. I think this is a different build. This is a different build. This is something else. And that's something else. I just loaded this from the workshop. I didn't know there was multiple ships in the file, so... I don't know what that is. Unless it was a different, like, attempt? Or something? Who knows? That one's pretty cool, though, too. But yeah, this one was really cool looking, just with it's got a very angular, a lot of edges, a lot of corners type of thing. Like this, with its engines, has points, almost bladed looking, which is really cool. And of course the spinning stuff. Love that. Love those little spinny details. Okay, now this one, let's see if it's as friendly to door challenged people. That's just a hole. See how door challenged I am? I mix up just random parts of the hull as possible openings. Now this one doesn't appear to be as large of a ship. Ah! That's some cool lighting too. Like, ooh, wait a minute. I don't know why there's red there and not there. Graphical glitch, but check that out! So cool. Wait, are they on timers or something? I don't think they are. I think that's just graphical glitchy. Okay. Got a shielded airlock. Very cool. I think I'm going the right way. I might be going in the exit. I'm not entirely positive on that. We're gonna find out. Got ourselves a nice... I don't know what this is, but you definitely got room to move. I guess it's an entrance bay. Though the opening there is much smaller, so it's not like you could fit a ship in this way. But still, ooh, like I said, screenshots, man. Screenshots for this won me over. Also, very cool use of the consoles, yet again. Go figure. I mean, it's not like the same builder or anything as the last one. This is cool. I like glass bridges. That's interesting. Some kind of attachable. We'll have to inspect that momentarily. This is pretty slick, though. This is for viewing. We charge admissions to watch the spinning engines. That would be funny. Okay, we got another entrance over there. This looks to be the main CIC, I would guess. Maybe? My astronaut sounds like he's out of breath. Okay, I think it's the same over on this side, though you do get a cool sunset, or sunlight, I guess, since there's really no sunset in space. I didn't really think about that. Alright, here looks like the back entrance, which is also cool. This is pretty slick, though. I mean, I'm thinking this looks like one of those ships you'd see in a sci-fi show or something. I think that is pretty awesome. And no, I didn't mean sci-fi like Sci-Fi the Channel. I meant sci-fi as in the science fiction genre. Just to be clear on where I stand. Ooh, side door. Missed the side door. Where's this come in at? Ooh. Oh, it comes in above this? Wait a minute. This must be CIC. Wait, whoa, what in the... Where did this section of the ship even come from? This just, like, magically appeared. What? It's like a Mary Poppins ship. Oh, okay, this is the detachable thingy. Which, I call it a thingy because I'm not entirely sure what its purpose is for. Yet. It doesn't look armed. So... cargo and escape pod? Mayhaps? Mostly cargo, but at least there's one person that can get away. It's a very selfish escape pod. Okay, so we've got more seats there, more controls here. Ooh, whoa! Totally never thought to use that like that. That is awesome. See, this is why I started this series. I think I get more inspiration than probably most people. It's pretty much me filming me getting ideas, pretty much. Okay, where in the world did this section of the ship even, like, show up from? I'm still trying to find, like, a door that connects the two sections and makes this make sense. Huh. So this is the other part that was hidden behind glass. What went this way? We didn't inspect this way. Okay, well that puts it in relation to the engine, so we're below the other section. There's cargo bay, cargo containers there. Oh, wait a minute, this is under the glass. Oh yeah, that hole, we should inspect that. And it never went down there. Got it. Now that makes a lot more sense. Okay, and then more controls down here. Very cool flooring. Oh, neat trick. It's LCD panels, I think. Maybe. Yeah. Interesting. Never thought to use them like that. Okay. We've got side doors here that lead to med bays. Fairly thorough med bays, actually. I will say that a lot of builds lately I've seen tend to have very small med stations, like it's just the medical room thing block in a small space, but a lot of builds recently haven't been doing very, like, fleshed out, believable, I should put it, medical rooms. And this leads into more of the cargo container guts, I guess. Maybe? I don't think there's anywhere else to go here, so we'll start going back the other way. Oh, that's a container. Thought I could make it. Could not. Okay, and we saw this as probably one of the primary, if not the primary, control room. Haven't quite figured that one out yet. We've got a door there with a tunnel leading to another door. Glass here. Almost tried to fly through that. Did not. Okay. Another door with our army of gyroscopes. Our little revolutionaries. So, what is this tunnel for then? Because it leads to glass, so it's not some kind of, like... It looks like some kind of launch runway area, but I don't think there's anything you can launch from there. Oh, that's good. This is in case you're trying to escape. There's deck guns pointed right at you. So that's another access point, I guess. And then this is, I guess, the little pod thing already detached, so you can see what that looks like as well. So awesome. Really, really cool looking. I love the design overall. Really slick. I'm not going to really show this one too much, just because I don't even know what it is, or if it belongs in the file, or if it was just extra attempts or designs or whatever. But you can feel free to download the world and mess around with it. All these have been world files except the first one, so the last two have been world files. The first one is a blueprint, I believe. So yeah, that's going to wrap things up for us today. I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and I will see you all next time. Peace!